The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy, and not a policy.
Well, hello everybody. What's the word, Thunderbirds? Well, it's another Thursday and another night for politics fun. We are only 33 days away from midterm elections. So until then, and right after then, it's going to be hot and mic politics fun. All right. I got my host in the studio with me. Excuse me. The heartbeat of the South and my every heartbeat, my son, Tim Harrington. Hey, Tim.
Hey,
Also, the mouth of the South, I mean, from Alabama, my friend and sister from another mother, Jen Hill. Hey, Jen.
hey, hey, Jen.
What's going on, Thunderbirds?
Ah, a whole lot.
I know,
Uh-oh.
right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I got some stuff, stuff to tell y'all too, Jen. That fits right in with what you've been telling us. I got an email from AT&T talking about internet, and then I got an article from Newsmax talking about change coming. So that's gonna be my segment, but I'm not hosting tonight. The heartbeat of the South is hosted tonight.
Your turn, Keith.
Okay. I didn't know, but okay. Okay.
Take it away. Take it away.
All right. All right. Here we are,
Oh, hello
people.
to Mary. Mary's in the studio.
Oh, hello,
Gotta put
Mary.
Mary there. And Trisha
What's up,
from
Trish?
Trisha's Talk 101 is watching. She's not
All
in the
right.
comment column in the studio.
Glad to have y'all.
But Pearl's Politics says hello, everyone, and welcome.
Yes.
Please share and participate.
All
And I
right.
did say hello to Mary and Trisha. Good to see both of y'all. And Jenny says
Yes.
hello, everyone. All right, Tina.
Yes. Yes.
Now you can take it away.
A little bit on me, but you okay now?
Okay, yeah, you
All
can
right.
start us out.
Oh, okay. With my segment?
Well, you're greeting, whatever you want. You the
Oh,
host.
okay. Well, just greeting everybody. Glad everybody had a chance to join us tonight, and strap yourself in because it's gonna be one hell of a show.
I believe that. I believe that.
All right, all right.
Especially when Paul from Canada gets in, if he's not a
Yeah, yeah, that's my buddy right
I'm texting him right now.
there.
Okay, good deal.
Yes.
And it's Amy. It's Amy from Canada. Jen, do you know?
They were on the page earlier, but I don't know. I did let everybody know about 10 minutes after 6 that the show was coming at 7.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hopefully they
I
saw.
gotta go get my water. Y'all see, I got coffee, and the Tara Precious is trying to tell her side of politics. I guess y'all hear her with the squeaky toy in the
Lord.
background.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey,
Everybody
Ernestine.
Ernestine is in the show. Okay.
All
Tim, I'm gonna
right.
put you on spotlight. You and Jen, I'm gonna leave the studio. I'll be right back get my water, okay?
Okay, okay, okay. Jen, it seems like you got a lot of info.
Oh boy, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Had a conversation on the page about the hurricane.
Okay.
And I just wanted to verbalize that I don't know because I don't care. I do care. I've just been dealing with a lot of issues on a lot of different fronts.
Okay.
Now the internet's going crazy with all the new information coming up about what's going on with the people who got the you know what.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff just blowing up on the internet about it.
Okay.
About the effects of it.
Wow.
And I've been busy researching because I know there's some new information out about things that will help.
Uh-huh.
No cure yet, so sorry, but there are things out there that can help those who did.
Yeah.
Like detoxes, and I'm talking bath or natural medicinal.
Gotcha.
There are those types of items out there that will help people. A lot of people don't believe there could be a problem because they're not feeling bad or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's because they had a healthy body to start with.
Okay.
But at some point, you got to build on the immune system.
Okay.
For the body to fight it, and then work on some type of detoxation. Okay.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to be one of the detoxes because I I took that.
Yeah. And it's no guarantee that detox is going to be the cure all, but it will help you get to a better place with your body, and even your mental. I mean, worrying about it is really a big part of this. I have my best friend, her daughter took it because she thought she should,
Okay. Right.
And she's not the same person. Her her mentality, her attitude, the way she expresses herself totally changed.
Really?
It, and she doesn't see it for herself, but we do. It's really scary.
Wow.
Some of the things happening. They're showing videos about how some of the, I'm going to call them victims, because anyone who took this is a victim. Okay, they were lied to, they were scammed. And there's videos. Stu Peters put out a video today that I saw a couple of days ago through another avenue, where there are people, and they're saying that these people are in places that have metal plus the 5G, right?
Okay.
They're standing there. There's one guy standing at a window, like at a bus station or something. He's standing at the window. And all of a sudden he turns around like somebody said something to him, and then he's like reacting. I don't think he's saying anything, because it doesn't show sound, it shows just the video, but it acts like he's reacting to something that happened behind him, or somebody behind him, or something like right there, And he turns around in reaction, and next thing you know, his body seizes and he dies.
Wow.
And there are many videos like that.
Yeah.
And it's really scary to watch, but at the same time, people need to know what could,
Well, what?
In all this, a lot of that stuff was replaced with saline, and I pray that a lot.
Yeah, right before, I would say this was before the C word came to us, right?
Yeah.
I want to say it was maybe about a year before that. And I saw a video of this particular man that worked for one of the established phone lines, stating that he wanted to quit because of what they were making them install. And he was saying that how it was taking effect to the people that was in those certain neighborhoods due to what they were installing.
Yeah,
so,
and
there's 5G.
There is
5G is bad for all of us, and all these phones carriers have the 5G on there, and you have to specifically request that you don't have that you don't want the 5G. But here's the deal: is that I don't talk with my phone up to my ear anyway. I always use my speaker, so it doesn't matter if they have 5G on me. But it really they are saying is that you can get a lot of constant use up to your ear can possibly, and they use the word strongly, possibly transmit too much. Some radiation.
Well, into your body. They call it EMF, but in reality, it's radiation. And plus the thing we were talking about to start with, Tim. That does have ingredients in it that relates to the 5G.
He was on there. I heard y'all when I was coming back, and I heard y'all talking about the side effects.
Yeah.
So Fauci was on Fox News, where Fox News had a clip of him this morning talking about the side effects, but he wasn't emphasizing as specifically as to what they were, except for a lot of people have been dealing with soreness, stiffness, being tired all the time, and something else he said. He's trying to make it sound really minor, but it's really major.
He's trying to not tell the truth.
Yeah. And then he's trying to say that it's people also are having side effects from those boosters as well. And so now he's trying to say
it added to it.
And now he's trying to say that this winter we may have another great wave of the Omicron, because those type of viral infections always get worse when it's cold.
People want to live by the fear that they're putting out there. I pray for you. I'm sorry.
I didn't take it. I did not take it, and I actually had to quit my job at the University of Tennessee because
Well,
it was mandatory, and we weren't, it wasn't like we as actors were there every day,
Right.
but we did have to come in close contact with the medical students because we were simulated patients, what we call simulated, and we were actors, but we
mhm.
acted in the role of a patient. So that means they did have to get close to us and right up in our faces. So I can
Yeah.
understand that. But
Ernestine
this was
says good
during,
information. Ernestine
yeah,
says good information.
but this
For
was during the time that we were
anybody,
all on lockdown, right when the lockdown first started, and
Okay.
they wasn't doing anything anyway, you know.
okay,
Right.
for anybody who wants to know the truth about what is possible, okay, go on to Rumble or even go online and look up Dr. Jane Ruby, Ruby, like the stone ruby.
Hmm.
She is telling it like it is, with facts, with
Hmm.
documents, with evidence, with people. Mortuary people are contacting her with their findings, y'all. It's so
Okay.
freaking
Okay.
scary. But
Mortuary people, they dead on the Jen.
hey, look,
I
in
won't be.
my
Are
opinion,
you
due
talking
to
about the? I
research,
know. Okay, okay, I get it now. You talking about the funeral directors? That's what you talking about? You
well,
say
she's
mortuary?
she's actually another type of doctor, but
Oh,
colleagues of
you.
hers who
Oh,
run
are you talking about
funerals.
forensic?
Yeah, well, she does something else, but she's a medical doctor. Okay,
Uh huh.
and she has been contacted by hundreds of people, doctors, mortuary people. All of
Right.
these people are contacting her with hard evidence. And when I say hard, I mean I have several meanings for that.
But what's the
Okay.
mortuary people? I'm
Okay.
lost on that because
Well, when people die from this, they're finding out that they can't embalm them because of the blockages in their veins
Yeah.
due
I know this.
to.
I
oh
know this is a good
oh
topic, you all, but we want to try to stay on topic. So let's
okay.
start
Yeah,
our.
he's the host.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's start our
Yeah.
segments right now. I guess
Okay.
I will volunteer to start.
Okay.
I want to talk about Hunter Biden. Hunter Hunter Biden is under federal investigation. They
Uh huh.
indicate that they have enough to charge him with tax crimes due to his dealings abroad, particularly income that he received from the Ukraine natural gas company.
And what's the
Uh,
source you're reading from? You got to tell that.
this is from Fox News.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
this is from Fox News.
Uh huh.
And they're also looking into his business dealing in China.
Oh God, they were talking about that on Fox News this evening, just before while I
Yeah,
was getting
Oh,
my pies out of the oven. Look, Jen, you weren't in this green room when we started the show. I told Tim, I said, "Woo!" I had to rush. I just turned the oven off on my two sweet potato pies I was baking. They took a bit
yeah,
longer than I thought they were gonna take, right?
right.
yeah.
And I had to do my hair and throw on some lipstick in 3 minutes time. And I told Tim, I don't know which way they looking, but it doesn't matter. The show must go on.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did better than
yeah,
me. I forgot it was Thursday.
yeah.
I mean, I literally had no idea it was even Thursday until I got your email.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what? I'm looking at the charges that they're presenting and
Okay,
where they're going to go with this, but I'm
continue.
also looking at the timing for it, right before midterms.
Uh huh.
You see what I mean?
Uh
So,
huh.
I haven't replied to that, but go ahead.
yeah, yeah. I just want to know what you guys think about it because he could be in
Okay,
some hot water.
2 years ago, actually more than 2 years ago, it was more of like May or April or May, June, that area of 19.
Okay,
I kept following some leads, and I ended up on this place called Sky News, and
okay,
they're a news channel out of Australia. They were actually reporting news about the U.S. that nobody in the U.S. was saying. And
oh,
one of the topics was a certain laptop that he brought to a repair shop and forgot that he did.
Oh.
Because he was messed up.
Okay.
And now the stuff today, that should have been taken care of.
I saw the repairman being interviewed on Fox News, on Fox and Friends. They had him as a guest on the show. Yeah.
Wow. They tried to threaten him so he wouldn't say anything. But he is legal in his standing. I've seen all the, the reports on it and everything.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is the FBI had that laptop in 2018 and have just now started to do something about it. It's just now his charges are just now coming to light. And I see it at this point in the game. I see it as a distraction from what's really going on, because we're fixing to be in a whirlwind of changes. Okay. And his story coming up now is another distraction from that.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
It's definitely something with the timing of it, but I wasn't aware that they had that information from their laptop that long.
Well, yeah, that was like I said, that was in spring of 19 when I found out from Sky News. And when I did, I said something online about it on our famous, you know what, and I got censored. Nobody ever saw it. And I'm like, oh my God. So I went on my channels and started talking about it, because they were openly talking about it on their newscast, and Sky News goes all over the world. Okay. But they're out of Australia. Right. And well, from what I understood at that point, I don't know where exactly they're from, but something in the news report told me they were in Australia. Yeah. And they, I found it amazing. Part of my rant was about how people in Australia was talking about the news in the U.S. when nobody in the U.S. was talking about it. Yeah. That bothered me. Yeah. Because and it's the same with other countries. With us, we talk more about Ukraine than Ukraine does, but it's because they're hiding the secrets that Putin is doing a good thing, and he's not attacking his own country. He's cleaning it up, just like our people here are doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all right. I got up there talking pearls politics. You hear Miss 10 and 10? Yeah, she just, I guess my frame is too small, but she was listening to what you had to say, Jen.
I missed it. What am I missing? I'm talking to you.
My doggy. She stood when you were talking. She stood up. You started talking. She was playing, and you started talking, and she had to stand up here by me, looking straight at you.
Right.
I'm a cat person. That's the problem she has with me, a cat person.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eyes on this one, ladies and gents, because with me, it's the timing for me. Yeah, this could be a real problem.
Well, that's not the only problem, because when people go to the polls and early voting is already started. Well, yes. In Tennessee, as a matter of fact, I got an article on that too. In Tennessee, voting starts 20 days before the election. Mm-hmm. And I always do early voting anyway, but I'll tell y'all more on that when I get to my segment. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, as far as I say about that,
I know you don't think it's going to happen.
Well, that too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
To have less fraud, go there in person and vote like you're supposed to on the day the election is supposed to happen. Okay? Because they allow early voting, some of them are allowing to be counted 2 weeks later. That's wrong. We have never done that until 2020. On the night of election night, by midnight, we know who won.
We're from Canada.
Yeah, Paul says it's not going to happen.
Paul from Canada.
I agree, Paul.
From Canada has arrived. Well, I'm gonna be Mrs. Optimist. I'm going to say that the election will occur. I mean, midterm elections will be on November the 8th. I believe that's the date for it. And the reason why is because people, these politicians, I don't care which side, they've got too much money invested in it,
Yeah.
and it ain't no way they're gonna lose that money. They're
All
not gonna
right.
lose that
All
money.
right. But we'll
I,
keep our
I
eye out for it.
we're
For
gonna have
so
to
who would like to go
Yeah,
next?
believe that.
Which one of you
they're not
ladies
gonna
would
lose
like to
that
be
money.
next?
Their money means
I'm gonna let
nothing right
Jen go ahead. I'm gonna let Jen
Okay,
go ahead so she
Jenny.
can get everything she got to say out.
Jen, you're
now.
up.
Oh, I got a lot to say. Go ahead, Emily.
No,
Hey, did you find your what would we call it, dinar?
no, I didn't look for it. I was trying to get us where we could all look
You've been busy.
decent. Cause I was when I had it like that. Well, I'm cut off, but it doesn't really matter about me. Now I can take. I don't want to take out the tick or tape, but I do notice that when I take off the comments, we go down to
Yeah,
regular
I see
size.
that.
Did y'all notice that on the screen?
Yeah.
So I'll make sure that after I show the comments that I'll take them right down. I'll let them stay up there long enough for everybody to see
All
them.
right.
Hello, Paul from Canada.
What's up, Paul?
Thank you for coming in.
All
All
right,
right.
ladies. Who's
Go.
next?
Well, let's take a little break,
Okay,
and then Jen can start, and then we'll take a break in between that, and then I'll do mine.
that'll work.
Did we finish talking about yours? We through with yours?
Yeah, I think we ended it on a note that we're just gonna keep an eye out of what's going on with that.
Okay. All right.
Because like we said, it could be this or it could be that. So we're just gonna see what they go, what direction they go with it.
Well,
Okay.
with
All
that
right.
said, the charges are actually documented and real.
Oh
They're
yeah.
just leaving a lot of them out.
Hey, thanks,
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, I saw that come in. All right. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I
Thank
like
you.
it. It looks like a castle.
Start this year with a beautiful smile. Do you cover your mouth with your hand to talk? Do you look down or up in order to smile? If you answer yes, then you need to see Dr. Corey. 901-300-4800. Remember, a smile is the prettiest thing you'll ever wear. So invest in yourself today. Call Dr. Corey now. 901-300-4800. Dental Expressions, PLLC, 3704 Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38122. 901-300-4800. Dental Expression, a proud sponsor of the Emily Purple Show.
All right, we're back, y'all. Thank y'all for sticking and staying. Then, yeah, I heard your question at the end. No, I haven't had time to look for it yet. I've been so busy. We were on film sets Saturday, I believe that's Sunday, or
Yep.
whatever. And I've just been trying to rest and pick up the house and And girl, yeah, I'm tired because those 2 days being on my feet just kind of really wore my body down,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when I overexert like that,
Takes
it takes me like a whole week to recuperate. I'm just now recuperating, and it's almost Saturday again. I'm on my way to. Just feeling first relief today, to tell you the truth.
You're not
Paul.
alone.
Oh, Tim say you're not alone. Paul from Canada says the blue would win, and the red knows it. So another fixed election. No,
Uh,
that's not going to happen, Paul.
now I
Because
Uh,
believe that either.
no
I
way.
don't think it's going to happen myself.
No way, no
And
way, no way, no way. Because it is too many eyes watching this time.
there was
Uh,
last time.
More than like last time. Okay, like eyes that you cannot even see.
I'll tell you why I say that. I say that because last time was like a sting operation. Every moment, everything was recorded. And we're talking about the world of cameras we have today.
Well,
Everything was
I'm talking about more
recorded.
than cameras, and I can't
No,
tell.
I'm talking everything,
Okay,
microphones, cameras, you name it. It was recorded.
Paul says,
Okay.
yeah,
Every action.
So
Paul says,
excuse me, ladies. Who's next? Who's got next topic?
that's why Jenny is up. I'm a
Jenny,
hush.
you're up.
Okay, well, for starters, please somebody tell me what's up with the results of Ian, the hurricane. Ian, Ian. Um,
Ian.
I've been so busy with a lot of stuff going on. I don't know what the stats ended up being on it. And I keep hearing that somebody died, but then I don't hear about anybody dying.
They haven't
Um,
finished. For last I heard was yesterday. They had not finished. They're still counting. There's still a lot of people missing, but right now they're a little over 100 dead at count.
okay, because I said something on my page so that earlier, and I didn't want people to think I didn't care. I do care terribly. Uh, I actually live in hurricane. I live on the Gulf Coast. So I've lived through many of them. Thank you, God. But nowhere near as bad as New Orleans got with Katrina
Hey, Sandra.
and Mississippi coast.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thanks for
Uh,
joining.
and I pray for healing with everybody, and I pray those people are found.
Yeah.
And then with that subject, I would like to bring up a thing called HARP.
Okay.
They're coming out with a lot of proof that our weather is being played with by the weather people, and of course, we've discussed before that they keep blaming it on climate change. We as humans on this planet cannot affect climate change in the way that they keep putting it out there.
Okay.
The earth has its own natural process, and we're like ants on an anthill. We're minuscule. Unless we want to set off some freaking nuclear, then then yeah, we could screw it up. But in the gist of things, no, it's not even. It's not even on the scale of us being able to do anything to harm the earth in that
And
way.
what is HARP? What is that?
HARP is a weather what do you call it, machine, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And it's being proven on many fronts, and I don't have the exact source right now, but I have been listening to a lot of people talking about it, and I believe it through pictures and videos and stuff, evidence and witnesses.
Okay.
Witness evidence about what happened in their area, like the fire that happened in Boulder not too long ago. They said fire swept through there. No, that fire was started by energy weapons, and there's
Okay.
proof of it. I mean, fires don't cause a bolt hole bigger than a human to land in the hood of a car. There's no tree there that went through it. There's no object that went through it, but there's a bolt hole, a big old hole, crater hole in the hood of a car. And the car is burnt up. The green tree next to it is still green. A car catches on fire, you get away from it, it's hot. A tree standing next to it doesn't stay green during a car burning. You know, there's a lot of evidence. And then they found out that some kind of device that all of them were getting on their houses. They're blaming that. Some kind of device, like a cable box or something, some kind of device that people were getting installed on their homes. Okay. They're saying that's how they picked and chose which houses and which neighborhoods and all that to burn. There's a documentary coming out about it. So, you know, I'll keep an eye out for that and let y'all know when it comes out. But it's all part of the truth movement. You know, people are documenting and getting evidence and witnesses and to you know, the truth. Whatever it is.
Storm chasers.
Right.
Storm chasers. Are you talking about storm chasers?
We're talking about meteorologists and scientists and people who just know.
So who putting the boxes on the house? I don't have a box on my house.
No, it's some kind of device that like if they ordered cable, this type of box that they installed transmits the signal.
Who is they?
Well,
that's what we need to know. Who is they?
I have so many sources. It's hard to pick who is they.
Well, you're gonna have to start picking one and read us somebody's proof of what they're saying.
Well, I just got to be telling you, they're getting witnesses.
But read their statement, because you're saying it, and then it's like secondhand hearsay, she say. So when you find these things, make sure you set them aside so you can read it on the show and call the person's name.
Well, I didn't even intend to go there with this, but you know, the hurricane is what brought that up. They are saying, okay, I'm saying they're saying, I'm not saying they have proved it yet, but with like all other hurricanes, they're saying that, like Katrina, that was designed to be that strong, and so was Ian. What do y'all call it? Ian?
It's
Is it Ian? Okay.
It's spelled with an I, but it's pronounced Ian.
Okay. Yeah, they're saying that was the same case with Ian. That let's say it was helped along.
So Paul wants to know, do we have smart boxes here in the U.S.? Yes, of course we do.
Yes.
We have smart TVs too. We have smart TVs too. Smartphone. Guess what, Paul? We have smartphones too.
I think.
What do you think we have? Paul's trying to indicate like we up in the hills somewhere.
Well, one of our sources, Michael Jaco, put on a video about this about a year ago about the Boulder fire. Well, right after it happened, because his guest was actually a person there. Okay. And I need to clear up something. When I talk about my page, the truth page, there is no divide as far as finding the truth. It doesn't. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. Everybody's equal there. The truthers are not a certain political party. They are people looking for the truth, no matter what it is.
Yeah, so, I was just saying that, okay, when you come with your topics on the show, my requirement as the show founder and the show operator, who is responsible, who they're going to come looking for, and I'm just saying, make sure that you have it written down if you're going to plan your topics ahead and write it down and then bring your article, read your article. Like I did Tim, I said, where did you hear that from when he did his article? He said he saw it on Fox News. You can use a news channel because, as a matter of fact, my article that I'm doing tonight is coming from a news TV channel called Newsmax. And then the other topic that I'm going to talk about is coming straight from AT&T. It's not gonna be I say, he say, she say, I heard. I'm gonna show it to y'all on the screen. I'm gonna
Okay.
read it to you.
Well, I just
That's
told
all
you,
I'm saying. But
Michael
everybody don't go
Jackson.
to your page.
Okay.
Everybody in the audience
Um,
don't even know where your page is, and you got people that will tune into the show that are not even on Facebook. They might be using somebody else's.
Okay, Emily.
Yeah,
Emily, there's
you
a
know what?
man that I use as one of my hundreds of sources named Michael Jaco. He has his own website, his own organization, his own everything, and he posts videos on Rumble where he has interviews with people who are actually in these places. He had a video right after the Boulder fire of a woman who was there.
Okay.
She had to run for her life. She
Hmm.
knows what's going on as far as in the truther community. She is a
Okay, so you
patriot.
said this guy's name, so you just gave us a source, which
Okay,
is good.
there you
That's
go.
that's
It
all
just
I'm
came.
asking for.
It
Yeah,
just came.
that's all I'm asking for. Whatever topic that we choose to talk about, we
Well,
must
I'm,
tell where the source comes from and not our personal pages. Because
well,
when you talk about it, you saw it somewhere. You see what
well,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
and I
And just,
share
we
my
just
source.
need you to tell us where you
I
did
share
see it.
a lot. I do share my opinion, like many people do.
Yeah, we can share our
Um,
opinion on the
but
topic.
most of my stuff comes from sources that I've learned, and through investigation, not just because I like them, right? Through investigation, I've learned that they are pretty spot on everything. Most everything. I can't say everything because nobody's always right, but
Okay.
most everything they put out there, I don't put it. I don't say, "Oh, Jaco, put this video out. Let me share it." No, I
When you
listen to
do a
it.
show live like this, you have to.
I
That's my
listen to it.
requirement.
Well,
On your truth page, you can do what you run your truth page. Like you want to run it, right?
well,
But
there's
I'm just
always
telling you the reason why I have been able to stay on Facebook for 5 years with my politics show, because all the rest of them have been wiped off, is because I validate what I say, and then I might give my personal opinion on it. And that's all I'm asking
I
for. Is because
understand.
Tim asked you about something. He said, "What is harp?" So because when you use terminology like that, the normal person in the audience don't know what that is. I don't even know what it is. Tim didn't know what it is. So when we talk about something, we have to be able to explain to people what it is.
Well, HARP is some type of weather equipment to where they're able to control the weather. It's
Okay.
also the thing that actually, sends the planes out to into the middle of the hurricanes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul wants to know, do I watch Rumble? No, I don't.
You really should. It's a great source. It's a great source
All
of
right.
information.
Well, that's
Uh,
a lot of good information there, Jen. That's good information. We're
yeah.
gonna move on to you, Mom, with your segment.
Okay, let's take a break after that.
All
Y'all
right.
stick and stay here and invite somebody else to watch because we need some laughs.
All right.
Paul, Paul hasn't come in with his comedy act yet, so stay tuned. It'll be up. Enjoy the repeat commercial, but we need a break.
All right.
Start this year with a beautiful smile. Do you cover your mouth with your hand to talk? Do you look down or up in order to smile? If you answer yes, then you need to see Dr. Corey. 901-300-4800. Remember, a smile is the prettiest thing you'll ever wear. So invest in yourself today. Call Dr. Corey now. 901-300-4800. Dental Expressions, PLLC, 3704 Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38122. 901-300-4800. Dental Expression, a proud sponsor of the Emily Purple Show.
And we're back.
All right. Thank you so much. The first article I'm going to show, Jen, is actually confirmation of something that you have been telling us for the past 2 months about how everybody is going to be able to get free access to internet. And it is starting off slowly, but I got proof in writing, and I'm getting ready to show that with our audience viewers now and with y'all. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us off the screen so that y'all will be able to see it, but I want it larger so they can read along with me, okay? All right, so taking you off, taking me off, but yeah, for them to hear me, I think. Not sure. Okay, I know it's kind of small print, you guys, but try to enlarge it as best I can and read it to you guys. All right, let's see. All right, this is what I got in my email from AT&T. It says if you have a qualified rate plan and a Wi-Fi capable device, AT&T Wi-Fi service in the U.S. may be available to you at no additional charge, and your device may auto authenticate at AT&T Wi-Fi service locations. Use of AT&T Wi-Fi service in the U.S. is subject to the Wi-Fi terms of service Wi-Fi terms in parentheses found at in the website. If you auto authenticate at our Wi-Fi service locations, your use may be subject to the Wi-Fi terms and the URL filtering choices of the location owner or operator. Auto authentication can be disabled on your device, example, by turning off your Wi Fi. Certain information about you or your device may be collected when you use AT&T's Wi-Fi service. Note, in parentheses here, it says AT&T Wi-Fi service is for wireless customers. Home networking Wi-Fi for internet service customers is subject instead to the terms of subsection on 6.2.4. I didn't read the rest of that. I didn't go look up the 6.2.4, but let me tell you what did happen. I can stop sharing this now and bring everybody into the studio. Okay, as you guys know, I changed my wireless service from another provider for my phone from another provider to another provider.
Okay.
And when I was doing that, I was something. What happened to my internet? Um, I'm trying to think. What happened? What happened? What happened? Um, I was using my data. Something was happening with my internet. C- but and I couldn't get my internet on my. Oh, my cord was out. That's right. The cord broke, and I was waiting for the AT&T to come, right? And so I had to use my mobile phone data in order to watch my streaming platforms on my TV as well as my tablet and play my video games on my phone. So I'm thinking that because when I got this mobile plan with this new company, they say unlimited data, right?
Yeah.
Come to find out, y'all, if you have a hotspot with your mobile telephone uh, service provider, the only unlimited data that you have is when you use your data on your phone for streaming. But you do not have unlimited data for your hotspot. You only have they had two different plans, and I had signed up for the cheaper one for $29.95 a month. I had only 10 gigs. of hotspot data. So I was watching my streaming on my TV, turn on my hotspot. I'm enjoying it with no problem. If AT&T take a week to get here, no problem. I can still watch my stuff. I was happy. Then all of a sudden, Jen, I couldn't watch my streaming on my TV anymore. I could still play my games on my phone.
Couldn't get our messages.
But I couldn't play my games on my tablet. Oh yeah, I can still get messages. That's just your regular data. Hotspot is when you actually sharing your data,
I have it too.
yeah, to a different device. Okay, but your regular data is anything you do on your phone. That's unlimited. Okay, but if you want to share that data to a different device, you have to turn on your hotspot, and that's what I had
Mm.
used up.
Depends on who you're with and what plan you have, because I do
Wait,
have
wait,
hot.
wait, wait. Let me finish.
Mhm.
So, and then you can say what you gotta say, but I don't want to lose my train of thought. Because if I let you go there to the left, I'll forget where I was going to the right. Okay. So I called the mobile company of the new provider and I asked them, I said, look, I thought I had unlimited data with y'all. You know, I said, because I said, I don't have my internet right now with my internet company, and I've been using my hotspot to watch my streaming services like Netflix, Prime Video on my TV. And they said, oh no, Miss Emily, you don't have unlimited hotspot data. You only have unlimited mobile data. I said, what? I didn't never knew that.
Mm.
So I said, well, what other how can I get more data? Because I don't have my internet fixed yet. I really want to watch my stuff on TV rather than my small phone. So they said, well, you can upgrade. And I said, okay. So I said, what is the upgrade cost? She said, well, that would be 39, just $10 more. I said, okay, will I have unlimited data? I mean, hotspot data. She said, well, you'll have more. And, but she didn't tell me how much more. So, okay, y'all. I started back streaming my stuff on my TV. All of a sudden again, Tim, Jen, I don't can't watch my streaming Prime Video, my series and stuff. Wait a minute. I thought that I had just upgraded.
Mhm.
Now I called the company. She said, well, you've maxed out because you only get 20 gigs more on your upgrade for the extra $10 a month. And you've used 36.6 gigs. I was like, well, how is that possible if I only have a max of 20 gigs? I've used 36 gigs. I said, do y'all have an unlimited data, mobile, hotspot data? She said, no, that's all we have. I said, oh my God. Okie dokie. So I maxed out on my mobile hotspot. So luckily, I got AT&T came. What was that? They came Saturday, was it, Tim?
Yeah.
Last
Right.
Friday, I think it was. And I got my internet now, my TV, my computer. Because I was using my hotspot for my computer too, right? So I was using a lot of hotspot data. I don't disagree with that at all. Okay, so I'm maxed out. So if I'm out somewhere in public, then I can't do the hotspot thing, right? If so, uh, I go. We were at Applebee's, right? And um, I wanted to play my video game, and I was like, "How is this still on? I don't have any data when I'm not at the house, right?" And so I turned on my hotspot, and AT&T let me sign in on my hotspot through AT&T with my AT&T password. So what I'm getting from that, you guys, is what I read, the way I understand it, and what happened to me as proof is that if you are with AT&T with your internet plan, then You don't have to have a mobile phone number with AT&T. You can, if you have internet, you can do the scanning. Let your turn your Wi-Fi on, let it scan for networks, or you can type in your own. My AT&T SSID, what they call it, when I scan, came up. Cause Tim, you asked me, you say you play your video games. I said, yeah, and cause you can only use your mobile data for hotspotting when you're out is if you have some more data on your hotspot. So anywho, it came up, and I put in my password, and bam, there I went. And so I could do anything. I could transfer. I could do my files and everything. Cause Tim said, you doing your video?" You said, I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's weird." And then we had to go and eat, right. So the way I'm understanding this, and I'm going to call them to verify it, but I wanted to show you that, Jen, because you had mentioned something about uh, some changes that were coming with the internet service. So this appears to be like maybe the first stage of it because they say at no additional charge. Anytime they say no additional charge, that usually means use all the data you want, or you can use the data when you're out and about. Okay? They say as long as you have a qualified rate plan and a Wi-Fi capable device. So you turn on your Wi-Fi. If you don't have a hotspot on your mobile phone, then you turn on your Wi-Fi, scan for available services, or you can go down to where it says add a network. You put in your home AT&T SSID number, which you'll find on the back of your router, and your password, which is right up under your SSID identification number on your router also. So what I want to tell everybody is this: write down if you're with AT&T. I don't know about the rest of them. If you're with AT&T and you don't have a hotspot on your mobile phone, you will be able to should be able to, according to this, to use your home ID and your home password, SSID password, to access any available AT&T router that's nearby, and it will be secure because that is what it says. That's called auto authentication. Auto authentication. And they say that you can set your phone to that. If you like got your phone and you don't have a hotspot, you can set your phone to auto. And then she say, okay. She say, needed to hear that, Emily. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me not want to even change anything when it comes to my networking. If that's what I gotta go through, no thanks. But I'm glad it's some good information. It is that though.
Okay, so all right, that's that. All right.
I have
So
well,
go ahead,
I had
Jenny.
that
You were asking.
issue with my phone company trying to send me that little box. I had that same issue. They tried to tell me it was unlimited, and then come to find out I had to pay $5 for 10 gigs. Every time I use 10 gigs, and I'm like, oh, no, no, no. I sent it back to them. I ended up with AT&T Wi-Fi, and they call it, I don't know if they call it UVerse or something like that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
UVerse.
yeah, and it's totally unlimited.
So what you can do, what you can do, that's what you're doing. You are auto authenticated with it. So now that means that you can if your mobile company is that your cellular phone you with AT&T, is that what you're saying?
I
Just
still have the other one that starts with
okay,
T-Mobile.
yeah, okay. So
I
that means
still
that
have I
if you're
still
out
have
and
because
about,
I have a
yeah,
really cheap bill. But see, I also had hotspot with them, and on my plan,
uh-huh.
I had to pay $10 for the hotspot to be activated.
Yeah.
but the data actually goes through my normal unlimited plan. I
Okay.
wasn't charged like you were.
Yeah.
If I use my hotspot, I could use it forever as long as it's going. I mean, well, not as long. It works off of the data that the unlimited data that I get with my internet
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
my phone. On
Yeah.
my
And you
phone.
pay a, yeah, but you know the
Yours, you, according to
the
what you said, yours
additional.
was charging you for the time you spent with your hotspot. Mine didn't charge me because it was already working with the data I was already getting.
Well, my previous carrier was the same way. I was with Xfinity, remember, but I left them. So that's why I did not know. I was thinking that all the companies were like that. But this is a relatively new company, which is why the prices are down. It's from Dish, TV network, and you only pay $29 a month. I like that. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to downgrade for this month, back to the $29. Now that I got notification and proof that I don't even have to have a hotspot on my phone. If I'm out and about, like when I do shows and coverage at events, I have to have a hotspot to do that. Well, in the past I did, but now I will be able to just add a network on my laptop where I'm out anywhere in the city. I guess anywhere in the country, wherever there's a, because AT&T is nationwide, and you usually got a big tower somewhere nearby. And
Yeah.
so I'll be able to just add my network, put in my password, bam, and I'm good to go. To me,
Hey,
Jenny, that's free. That's free internet without a
All
yeah.
right.
hotspot. I
All
love it.
right. That's a lot of good
Also,
information. A lot of good info
also
right there.
when you go
Yeah.
into when you get an app or like on your computer to look at your bill and stuff, if you'll notice, you're able to change that password to anything you want it to be.
Oh, I
It doesn't.
know. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the
But I
number on
like
the.
I like I like the complication. I like
All
the
right.
complicated those numbers. Oh, wait, Tim, I got one more. This is real quick.
Go right ahead.
Last week, you guys know we were talking about Putin's war and his nuclear threats. And Jen, I think you said that no, that's not going to happen. Well,
Mhm.
let me just give you some updates on what's going on with this stuff, okay? So
Okay.
what's going
Okay.
on with it is, okay, I'll take this down. Oh, it went up, didn't it? Hey, there we go. I learned how to really put this thing bigger. Okay, so okay, this is from newsmax.com up here, if y'all can see. I think the is covering it, but you can see that right there. This is from newsmax.com. Some of America's biggest states have started warning residents to prepare for a nuclear emergency, citing Russian President Vladimir Putin's persistent atomic threats. But many experts are decrying the government's message as either lacking substance or a veiled attempt to control Americans. Taking seriously Putin's threats to use all the means at our disposal amid Russia's continued war in Ukraine, New York and New Jersey have begun deploying their own public service announcements geared toward prepping Americans in the event of a nuclear attack on the homeland. As part of September's National Preparedness Month, New Jersey public buses featured large transit ads on their sides asking, "Do you know what to do in a radiation emergency?" The ad offers citizens a three-step guide: go inside, stay inside, and stay tuned for news updates. Important: state and federal agencies urge you to get an emergency radio. And there's a free offer for one. I'm going to click that and see if I can get me one. Then it goes on to say similar public service announcement style ads have been spotted in New Jersey shopping malls, even inside New York City subways. Last summer, New York City Emergency Management issued a public service announcement, video informing New Yorkers what to do if a nuclear bomb exploded. Experts say the biggest issue with the message is that it lacks the life saving information pertinent for this type of catastrophic event. Those
No,
ads are
no.
likely to cause panic, but lack the most basic information that could save millions of lives outside the zone of complete destruction, says Dr. Jane Orient, president of Doctors for Disaster Preparedness. New York's video PSA begins with the narrator saying, "So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why. Just know that the big one has hit. Okay, so what do we do?" Then it echoes the same advice the bus ad does. Get inside and stay tuned. Okay, so let me reduce this now. I'm gonna stop sharing it and we're gonna come back into the studio. And I want y'all
Yeah,
to tell me
you know what that reminds me of? I used to
what's up.
sing this. I used to sing this song as a little boy in church, and it reminds me of a song that was called "Where Are You Gonna Run When the World Is on Fire?"
Okay, come on now. I remember your mama
Yeah,
taught you.
yeah, and that went hand in hand with that. You know, I didn't get it as a little boy, but I get it now.
You get it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they're saying that while the government is started kind of being stupid for maybe not taking Vladimir Putin's threat seriously because it will leave so many millions of Americans unprepared, whereas preparedness can maybe save our lives, pretty much like we were so unprepared for COVID. You see what I'm saying? So I
absolutely.
mean, whether COVID was created by man to destroy people or not, we still were not prepared for it because people did die, and I don't know what they died from. I'll just say that again because we still have people that say COVID that did not exist, but they died from something. But whatever Putin is saying, I just always believe an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Jen, you had told us last week start stocking up. Okay, I'm trying to do that. And then this right here with New York, New Jersey, and all cities on the East Coast that's closest to those oceans over there, starting to kind of hint that Putin stuff might be real. I'm really going to be focusing on stocking up as many non-perishable items as I can, and I don't know. I guess I better order me a gas mask and some
Well,
what you call a jumpsuit, radio proof jumpsuit for me and Precious.
yeah, I was
And
just finna say,
There's
yeah,
a mask
because
gonna be no good if it extends
here's the
to it.
thing. Yeah, here's the thing. When that if that does hit, if you
mm,
don't have a certified underground bunker, I don't
hmm
mean homemade, it has to be certified. Then the rest of us are pretty much
Inflation.
screwed because that's the way radiation works. It
hmm
eats away.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what come through this house because this house got a whole lot of drafts
Oh,
that
that's
come
any
through.
house. Any house is coming through.
Mhm.
Hmm
Yeah. But you know, the scary part about that is that at some point in some time, somebody's gonna be that maniac and hit that button.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's a
That's true.
question of when.
Yeah.
You know, it
So
really
we
is.
just got to be ready to die.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all the
Yeah.
preparedness you can do. Jen, your viewpoint.
Yeah.
All right, buckle up.
Okay.
Optics.
All right.
Optics.
Let me put on my seatbelt, Jen. Hold on.
All right.
I'm buckling, Jen. Take it away.
It's optics. it's putting fear into the public and people eating it up just like they did the scam-demic.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all optics. And
So you would argue that point with Putin.
I he's reading a script. He is reading a script. You don't you don't
Jenny,
see my point of view
Jenny,
because you're not on the same path I am.
yeah, I was on the same page you was. I just changed it to another page. I
No,
say, would
I
you
didn't say
argue that
that.
point?
See, you're not
Would you
hearing.
argue that? Would you argue that point with Putin? Would you call him a scam by
I
his
would shake his
threats?
hand.
Huh?
I would shake his hand for what he's
No,
doing.
no. I said, would you call his threats a scam to his face?
I'll say it's the optics of the script he's supposed to be reading right now at this time and moment in the world.
That's what you would tell him.
I would agree that that is what it is because of what
But
the path
my
he's been
point is,
on.
I'm asking you, if you saw Putin face to face and had a chance to talk to him on this show, would you say that to him to his face?
I would tell him that I do not believe that's what he's going to do because of what's going on and the truth that I know.
Well, that's the point that the article is trying to make.
Well,
That
see,
so many
look,
people and the government don't believe him.
people are going to go out and spend their money on radios and suits and
I
masks and
know
blah,
I
blah,
do know.
blah
It's
when
the
they need
link
to
from
be
it that I'm
spending
gonna
their
click.
money.
Did you see the link where I said it said click here to get a free one? I'm gonna be
Yeah,
clicking that link to get a
okay.
free one. I'm not spending no money.
Yeah, well, that there's
Uh,
there's nothing free in this world. You'll get 1,001 emails and
Uh,
messages, and they'll find you, and you'll
Well,
be bombarded with
I know how to
of all
filter
kinds.
those type. I know how to filter those type of emails. I don't mind paying $4.99 or $5.99 for some shipping.
Look,
I know how to tell if an email or a link or a website is legitimate or not because I build websites. I know how to tell the difference.
I didn't say he's going to open them. I said you're going to be bombarded with them.
No, I'm not.
you
No,
know
I'm
what?
not.
You know what? I was just thinking about the question that you asked her. I would
Uh,
not call his bluff if Leo was in office, but
He
with,
is.
with Scorpio in,
Sorry, but he is. I told you
nah,
earlier
I don't
that
think Putin
that
is bluffing.
November 2020 was a sting operation recorded, and Mike Lindell, the pillow guy, actually made a documentary video about it all. And everybody said, no, he's lying, he's lying. You can't lie about this stuff when you got scientists after scientists after scientists after technician after technician after
But
technician
Jenny, we're not
putting the
talking about the
evidence
same thing.
out there.
We're not. You talking about something else? I'm talking about a
Well,
nuclear
I'm
weapon.
talking about the fear factor that mainstream media is
But
putting out to the
Jenny,
public to
they
scare
couldn't make.
people
But
into
they couldn't make the.
submission.
They couldn't make the videos until 2 years later. You said
I'm
2020.
sorry, that video came out several months, not years, after the election, and everybody,
Okay.
mainstream media,
Well, how long ago
on
has
top
that
of the
been?
list, blocked
When
it.
was the election?
November 2020. It came out in
Okay, and
21, right after the
this
fake
is
inauguration.
almost November 2022. Nobody
There,
can vid. My point is, Jenny, nobody can video Putin right now as to whether or not he's scamming, bluffing, or is he real. That's the point I'm trying to make.
and I just got to saying, in my opinion, with my belief, I absolutely believe that that is optics, a script that he's reading for the times of what we're going through right now that mainstream media is still lying about, just like they lied about the pandemic.
all right,
Okay,
all
But
right. We
the
just
got to
like
thing,
cut
they
off, you
lied
all.
about the cause, the conditions you will get because you got a jab, because of all
Okay,
the
we got to
freaking
cut off
lies that
now. We
keep
got to cut
out there.
now.
but
We got to cut
Newsmax.
off because we're over.
Uh,
Go ahead.
let me just clarify this on Jenny's point when she say mainstream
Go
media.
ahead.
For your information, Jenny, Newsmax is one of Leo's papers. That's one of his stations. That's one of his television stations because that's the station that holds his rallies every Saturday night live. Okay, Tim,
All
take it
right.
away.
Hey, I told you all to buckle your seatbelts. It was going to be one of those shows. Yeah, we never fail. We delivered. Yes, indeed.
Uh,
And I tell
We will
y'all one
agree
more
to
thing.
disagree because the information, look, on my path, not saying your path, in my path, Newsmax is kind of like a rhino. And I told y'all a couple of weeks ago what a rhino was.
That's a whole different show, y'all. We're going to end it right there on a good note. Glad everybody came in to share with us.
Yeah.
But I told y'all from the beginning it was going to be one of those shows. Y'all thought I was playing. And guess what? We're going to do it again next Thursday.
We're going to do it again next Thursday because we have fun on Pearl Politics.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jen, your closing remarks.
My closing remarks. All I ask is everyone seek their own truth. I have, and that's what I ask everyone to do. Find your own truth. In my opinion, there are a lot of liars out there, a lot of people trying to make the buck instead of worrying about humanity, and everybody just needs to wake up. God bless, peace,
all right,
love, and happiness, as Tim says.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, Mom, you up next.
Thank you,
your closing remarks.
I told Jim, I said, I was trying to say Tim first, and I made a new word. I say, thank you, Jim. So, both of you guys are really gems. GEMS. Pearls and gems. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that. Y'all know what my closing remark is. Listen, free thought is a philosophy. It is not a policy. Nobody can put a policy on your free thinking. And Jen and I can always prove that point to you. Don't we, Jen?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Free thought is a philosophy. Can't nobody put a policy. I don't care what side. Republican can't put a policy on your thinking, your free thought, and Democrats cannot put a policy on your free thought. You are free to speak your free thought. Amen.
Amen. All right. That leaves me. Hey, a wonderful show, plenty of information. You got laughs, and we also have a serious side. So look, you all come back next Thursday, and we're going to do this thing all over again. With that being said, I want to wish everybody love, peace, and happiness, and let's be safe out there.
All right.
All right, y'all.
See y'all next week.
See y'all later.
The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.